Hello everyone, welcome to another video. I'm Randy, and this is my record store day video, along with some vinyl finds, mainly because I didn't buy that many on record store day. And I entitled it What Happened because my usual plan for record store day did not work really this year. As I usually wait till around 11 or 12 and go down and find out what's left. Because usually what I want is not necessarily what everyone else is looking for, but this year it didn't turn out so well, as almost nothing seemed to be left. You know, there are a few things I was interested in, like they had a various artist, power pop record, a couple of John Prine things, a Springsteen set that they actually still had, but it was kind of pricey. And after buying this monstrosity with 9 albums. This is the Lost Albums. I don't think I ever showed this, but and it has a really nice book. Lost Albums, all about them and the music inside. I think Mazzy has a really good video of the unboxing of this, but I'll just show you the albums real quick and won't say much about it. You got Perfect World. Yeah, these are the 5 studio albums that he never released until now. 12 Hours, Twilight Hours. Inyo. You don't need that. Somewhere North of Nashville. Faithless. And then he has the Streets of Philadelphia sessions. And the Garage sessions, which is a 2-album set. You can see some of the songs he recorded there. But yeah, very interesting, especially the studio albums. I'm still working my way through it. And as like it says on here, you get 7 new studio albums on 9 LPs featuring 82 previously unreleased tracks and 74 never before heard songs. So yeah. So anyway, I didn't get the Springsteen thing because I just already bought this. There are also a couple things that I already have on CD that were released on vinyl that I didn't get, such as the Joe Strummer. But I keep breaking that rule because one thing I did buy that I already have on CD is this Iris DeMint album, The Way I Should. This is a gatefold here. A lot of her albums were never released on vinyl. My Life came out not too long ago, but there's the songs on there. And it's a really great album. If you don't know her, she's got a magnificent voice, really different. This is her 3rd album. I would guess I'd call it Americana. You got Mark Knopfler plays on a track, Lonnie Mack, the guitarist, Delbert McClinton does harmonica and has a duet with her on here. You got Earl Scruggs plays on banjo on a track. You got Chuck Leavell, the keyboardist for the Allman Brothers, that plays on here. But a lot of great musicians, and this is a fine album. Especially try out the title track and see what you think of her. Iris DeMint. And the other album I bought was the Studio One Sound release from Soul Jazz. They've had quite a few of these releases. I've got a couple of them that they've put out on Record Store Day. This is on special green vinyl. Oh, yeah, but these are like obscure reggae tracks. Usually just these fine compilations from Studio One that Soul Jazz has been putting out. Well, I guess I didn't show Iris's vinyl because I think it's a different color as well. On Yep Rock Records, released on Yep Rock, and it's kind of purple, I guess. Oh, yeah. That's all I got that were RSD releases. I didn't check any other stores in my area, as this store usually gets the most of the RSD releases, and I just didn't feel like it, I guess. But I did pick out another album there. This is Peter Wolf's solo debut. Of course, you know him from Jay Giles' band. Soulful rock tunes with some soul funk as well. Peter Wolf, Lights Out. There's the inner. And on the EMI label, but kind of got a custom label for EMI. The rest of these are just some albums I've picked up recently. Vinyl finds, I guess. And one of them, Steve at A is for Alice, B is for Bob will appreciate, as this is his favorite group. Working on my hard rock, metal, or whatever you want to call it. The first Black Sabbath album I picked up was actually when I met Steve in Tulsa, went to the Bob Dylan Museum, met Glenn Calloway from the basement there. So this will be my second Sabotage. I did enjoy it. They worked with a choir on this. It's kind of unique, I thought, at least on one of the tunes. I would say Hole in the Sky was a really great one. Of course, most people know this album. Next is Bridget Calls Me Baby. This is their album Irreversible. There's the guys on the back. Their first album I loved that album, so I couldn't wait for this one. This is their second album, just came out this year. Of course, I think I've said that before, but they got their name, Bridget Calls Me Baby, because the lead singer, I can't think of his name right offhand, but he was corresponding with Bridget Bardot, and I guess she called him Baby in one of her letters, so Bridget Calls Me Baby is the name of the band. Kind of alt rock. I would describe them as if you took the Smiths and the ABC and kind of mixed them together. This is what you'd get. Bridget Calls Me Baby. And check out the song, I Danced with Another Love in My Dream. How about that? And it was on this white vinyl on ATO Records. And next, gotta be careful on this. Another Hillbillies in Hell release. I've talked about them before. Kind of got these obscure country songs that usually deal with the fight between good and evil. This one says, an encyclopedic compendium of Haiti's greatest hayseed hits. And there you can see some of them. You know, several artists like you would know, like Anita Carter, Cowboy Copus. He's the one that went down on the plane with Patsy Cline. And let's see, Roger Miller's on here, Willie Nelson. Also, Eddie Nowak, the Psycho on here, which he actually already did on another one of these Hillbillies in Hell release, but I got it on there again. But yeah, Hillbillies in Hell. With some nice covers. They always get good-looking covers. And also going along with the Hillbillies in Hell reference, they only pressed 666 of those, 666. So I got one of them, but I don't know if it has I don't think it has a number on it. But anyway. So next, I got the Whackers and their album Shredder. They're the guys. They were formed in Northern California, but relocated to Montreal, Canada. This is their third and final album. Kind of British pop with some folk elements, a little 60s Kinks mixed in. Yeah, Shredder. Check out the song Day and Night. Oh, and then they were on the Elektra label. This album came out in 1972. And next, we got the Lemon Twigs, A Dream Is All We Know. Sam St. John champions this band. Great power pop, formed by the brothers Brian and Michael Diodario. I had their 2023 album, Everything a Harmony, and it took me a while to pick up this 2024, which is the next album that came after that. My Golden Years would be the song to maybe check out. That's on Captured Tracks Records. And there's the label. Yeah, great power pop. And last but not least, oh, I don't know if I showed this. This is the Waterboys album, Life, Death, and Dennis Hopper. Kind of a concept album revolving around Dennis Hopper's life. Pretty eclectic. This would not be an album, I would say, to start with the Waterboys at all. It's a little different. I'm still wrapping my head around it. And since I have to get everything that they release, they also put out rips from the cutting room floor, which has outtakes from this album that are mostly instrumental. But yeah, the Waterboys. Both of these came out in 2025. This was on pink vinyl. And I think this one was just black vinyl, if I remember right. We'll see. Oh no, it's kind of a gold colored vinyl. Anyway, that's all I got. Like I say, I might have to change my record store day plans if I have something I really want for the next one. But anyway, hope everyone's doing well and everyone take care.